Hey everyone, welcome to Shemergence Motivational Affirmations that come to you every other Saturday. These are just affirmations that come on, and today I just wanted to share with you. The affirmations are stories that affirm me, what's going on in my life, what I'm feeling at the time, what I might have seen, what might have been shared with me. So the affirmations are coming from different perspectives. They're coming from different angles. They're either a place that I was, it's either someone who had spoken to me, it's either an experience that I myself might have had. And I would like to come in and just share those as motivational moments, right? These are just motivational moments which are set apart from the Emerge and Empower podcast, right? So these come on every other Saturday, usually at 3 p.m. And just to be able to share with you. All right. So I am happy to be with you on today. And this is yours truly, Dr. Lynn J. Yes, Dr. Lynn J. As you can see, I'm in tropical. I have on this skirt. It's actually a two-piece, but I had to pull the skirt up because I didn't want my belly button exposed. I still dress in modesty. All right. And so I went out earlier today on a brunch date. Now, everybody who know me knows I love to do brunches. I'm not a breakfast person, but about like 12, 1 o'clock, I'm ready to eat, right? So I'm a brunch person, right? So about 2 weeks ago, my son, the oldest one, says to me, Mom, what are you doing today? Which is, y'all know today's date. What are you doing today? And I'm like, well, I mean, let me check my schedule. Literally I have to check my schedule, even with family members. I put family first, but if I had something that might have come up and family needed to step in, I would have to call or see if I can cancel or rearrange so somebody can help and come in and assist. All right. So I'm going to come back. I'm just going to play this little short ad here, which is, of course, about me, about my books, me being an author, and what I contribute to the community. And I will share with you a moment that I had with my last book signing. The journey started basically from I was 4 years old. When my mom, that's the age that I knew or had understanding of my surroundings of what was going on, and my mom therefore was this gentleman, and that's when I realized I didn't have my father in my life. You don't know what you don't have until you realize what is in front of you isn't yours, and we were treated literally like stepchildren. You understand? But I thank God for the book and the journey. If you haven't read book one, you have to read book one. Book two to make sense because it's a flow and it's a sequence, and there will be a book three thereafter. I was trying to summarize it all and put it in the second book, but it didn't make sense. The book that's called The Shift basically talks about once I got married, have a life, what I still went through. Alright, it was not a Cinderella story, it was not a Prince Charming story. It was a cycle that kept going, and I had to wake up from it. So I live to tell the story because I could be like the women that are on the side of the road. You see people that are out there prostituting or doing whatever, you don't know their story. No little girl got up and just said, okay, I want to be a prostitute. I want to just be on the street. I want to sell drugs. Nobody wakes up one day to connect it. It is the experiences that people have that causes certain things to end up happening. So as a Christian, first of all, you must be forgiving to people. So something happened. Sometimes I'm watching a lot of African movie. The young lady, that was her only way to be able to help her family. That was the route that she could take. Alright? So these journeys are hard. I was suicidal until I was 28 years old. And that's when I forgive myself. Everybody here, you have to want to live. If you are sick, you have to want to be well. So that's basically the journey. I'm growing. Now I turn my feet into purpose. I created WIWA come in, get together, an excuse to go to brunch, an excuse to do lunch, an excuse to do dinner. That's my journey. So I thank each and every one of you for believing, for coming out here, to be here. I'm part of this society. So I thank you too because everybody responded to my promotion for the ebook that made us bestseller on Amazon. My book was next to each book. Amen. So even if it was momentarily, I made it there. Amen. Even if it was for a moment, I made it there, and God can and will continue to do the rest. He did it. Amen. Amen. We did it. I get excited. I get excited every time I watch that clip. And the people that came out and supported. And a lot of you are my social media virtual sisters and brothers that have always been constant. All right. You show your love for real. And I was surprised to see many of you that showed up. Some of you I had met for the first time in person during my most recent launch, and even the previous launch I had before. If you don't know it already, I am a 5 times best-selling author on Amazon. And in a matter of another 2 weeks, actually, I will be launching the Shemergence Let Go and Glow. All right, workbook. Now, this workbook is a mentorship program. It is for those who are seeking to become unstuck, release, whatever pains and situations that you've gone through in the past. Well, this is a platform, a program that would allow you to first deal with whatever that is, all right, because some people are not sure of what those are, and then be able to identify it, address it, heal, and move on. All right. So, anyway, so today, right? So, today, the reason I want to come on here and talk to everybody today is because I had this experience today, and I just wanted to go ahead and share it with you because this is something that actually happened to me. And how many times we truly do not let things go, like truly become release, to allow people to love on you, right? Allow people to love on you, allow people to just continue being there in your life, right? Just to pour in your life, allow people just to love you, right? So I go back to the story, which is the reason for this affirmation today. I go back to the story because when my son says, Mom, I want to, what are you doing? I said, okay, I'm here. It's going to be brunch. All right. I said, okay, okay, okay. I like brunch. So I was already like, okay, I'm present. I'm there. I checked my dates. I didn't have anything going on today. This is the only Saturday that I actually didn't have anything going on. So I said, okay, cool. Let's go ahead and do it. So he goes away and I'm still thinking, right? I'm thinking, I'm in my thoughts, and here's what I'm thinking. I'm like, what's going on? So I call him back. I say, what's the reason? Why do you want to take me out to brunch? Is there something I need to know? Because we don't have to wait until 2 weeks for you to tell me that something is wrong. I mean, we could just talk about it. I'm an approachable person, right? I treat family, ministry as ministry, but all I do them in a loving, care, and affectionate way, all right? Unfortunately, people did not treat me that way, but I learned how to treat people in kind. I understand that people are human and things do happen. Mistakes happen, things can happen. But for me, it's knowing, right? It's knowing. All right. It's all a matter of knowing. So I got suspicious. Like, why we need to go to brunch? Like, what's the deal? It isn't something that he normally do. The last times we did go out when he was younger, he was at home and he was on in front of the computer. So I would be like, hey, let's go. I've gone to the mall. We go to the mall. He's just with me. We sit down, we eat, we have some time, or we go in somewhere. I say, let's go. I say, you want to eat? You're home. Instead of bringing the food in, let's go out and eat. So I did this with him. I like to do this with my children every chance opportunity they have, just because, hey, I feel like pancakes today. Let's just go. It doesn't have to be because of their birthday. I don't want there to be a situation like that. Not because it's their birthday. My flowers just dropped. All right. Not because it's their birthday that this should happen. All right. Not because it's their birthday that this should happen. Oh, my beautiful flowers just fell. And this is what I put on here. So I wanted to show you how he has blessed me with a beautiful bouquet. It fell down here. So I need to address this immediately. All right. So this is the flowers I wanted to show you. He gifted me these beautiful flowers that I had here on the chair. Unfortunately, They just fell and the water spilled. But aren't these gorgeous, gorgeous, beautiful flowers that he has just blessed me with? Give me one moment. I'll be right back. One moment, because I got to address this water before it takes life on its own here. All right, there we go. All right. All right. So anyway, so he blessed me with these beautiful flowers as we're walking in to the place. I'm going to show you the video. And this place is Spoons. If you live in the Fort Lauderdale area, you know that you have to have reservation because they're always going. I've attempted like in 2 years to go like 3 times. And every time we went, if we added other people, they didn't have enough space. So he takes me there and I'm like, cool, I've always wanted to go there. And just 2 weeks ago, I wanted to go, but we couldn't just walk in because we had to have reservation. So we had to go somewhere else. And let me show you the entry. All right, I'm going in there. And I was like, okay, so we're there. And I'm sitting there and I'm having a conversation with him. And I'm still suspicious. Don't mind me, I'm the mom here, trying to multitask at the same time. All right. And I'm suspicious of him. And I'm still like, really? I asked you before, you didn't say anything. I want to know why we are here. What's going on? I mean, is it your relationship with the person you're dating? Like, what's going on? I'm already thinking the worst. And during this time, my husband himself is like, why does he want to take you out? What's going on? And he's waking up, like, if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, he wake up, he goes, I wonder what he wants to tell you. And I'm like, he's the one taking me. I'm not stressing. I'm not worried about it. I already asked him up front what it was so I can have a feeling for what it was. But why is it that we are always suspect? Like when you're not used, I'm not used to people treating me in kind without a selfish reason. Come on, somebody, without a selfish reason. Why are you being nice to me? Why are you all of a sudden want to be my friend? And I found through the years, even as an adult, the people who say, I want you to be my mentor. I want you to just coach me, or I just love on you. And it put something in me like, what's behind this person and their thought? All right. What's behind? This is just some fruit punch. What's behind this person and their thought? Because every single time from a little girl growing up, as you seen, I wrote the book, people who were nice to me, it was a way for them to soften or bring down my defenses so I can trust them. And everyone that I loved, that's why I had this clip come up, everyone that I trusted and who's supposed to care for me end up hurting me. Okay, all right, end up hurting me. So, in this moment of affirmation, I want to talk about love unleashed, right? Breaking from suspicion and embracing authentic affection. Just allow people to love on us without suspicion. But when you have gone through experiences like I have, then you already your antenna goes up like, why you being nice to me? Why all of a sudden you texting me? Why you calling me? Why? I'm always looking behind. I'm a discerner, so I'm always going into discern. I'm breaking down. I'm gonna send you cues based on your answer, so I can have a feel, all right, for what it is that you wanted to get involved in, what you wanted to know, right? That's what I do, right? That's my life. I had to be this way. There was a time for years. It wasn't a time, it was a long period of time. A total of, let's say, at least a good 30 years of my life, 30, 35 years of my life, where I could not openly trust people because every time I did, it backfired, it backfired, it backfired. I didn't have best friends growing up. I had people I knew at church, because everybody that I had come close to me, it always ended up wrong. And I was always open. My heart was always open. I was always trusting. Some people say it was gullibility, but no, it was trusting, believing the good in people, right? I always want to believe the good in people before the bad. But at the same time, because of all of these experiences that has happened, I am like, okay, I'm cautious. I'm cautious. Some people I would love from a distance. Like if I feel like it's uncertainty and I don't know what's going on and I don't want us to have any friction and I realize that you've wronged me, I won't hate on you because hate is not in my life. All right. Hate is not in my life, but I will be wary of you and we'll talk from this. Hey, I'll see you when I see you. When we meet at places, we will chat. But when I realized that you didn't have my best interest and me and you, we've talked about something and you went behind my back to go talk to somebody else about something that we talk about, something that I trusted, talk to you in confidence, and you know it was something in confidence, but you didn't keep it in confidence because you went and you talked about it, right? So for me, my power is because I told you. And so just last night, me and my daughters were up for a very long time until about 5 o'clock this morning. Literally, we have those moments. I don't know if you guys have those moments where they just start talking. I go by, I'm like, what? And I get in there, and then they're telling me, Mom, here's what had happened, this, or here's what this person had said. And I'm laughing, like, really? Like, wow, you know? And so I even got ready to write a post. I don't like to go online and, post based on feelings or what was hurting me, so it don't seems like, oh, I was dealing with that right now. But at the time, what I wanted to post was, I said, throughout my life I've prided myself on being honest. I've always been an honest person. You ask me, I tell you. And I am a person that is quickly to tell the truth. That's why some people say I'm too transparent, because I'll quickly tell the truth. All right, I'm open to have conversation with people. You want to know something about you, you ask me. You want to know about my childhood? Right now, you don't even have to ask me. Buy my book. All right, buy my book about my childhood. You want to know how, my marriage started off in the beginning for the first 20 years I would went? Buy the book. It's no longer something for me to sit down until it's all there, black and white, from A to Z of that time in my life. So I was like, you know what? It's disheartening when other people misconstrue. This is what I hate. When people misconstrue something that you have said or your intentions or something that you wanted, and they took it out of context or they added on to it. People do that all the time. She said, and because they're close to you, I've had experiences with people, and it's always people who are close to me. I don't really worry about those who are out there, just whatever. They're just creating. You're going to have people who love you. You're going to have people who hate you. So therefore, I'm a woman in this community who I've seen and I've heard a lot. I've had a lot of experiences. I know who's real. I know who's fake. I know who's for me. I know who's against me. But when I see you, we're good. Like, I just keep you in that distance. I know what you said, but I keep you in that distance. I know what you said at your church, friends, all of that. So here it is. My son is now calling me and telling me, Mom, we got to sit down, have a chat. So I'm thinking, because I know me and him, there have been times when I had to sit him down and say, you know what, I need to sit you down during this time in the ministry, because here's what I'm feeling and here's what the Lord is showing me. And I would sit him, now you can't play the music, you can't do this until you get your heart posture right with God and reflect, right? So I always give the opportunity to just tell me, right? Just tell me, right? And so he's never had those moments to tell me. So I'm thinking, okay, this is what he's going to do. He's going to finally tell me what was going on. He's going to finally confirm things that I heard. All this stuff is going through my mind today. Before that, I was like, okay, well, when the day come, I'll worry about it. I told my husband, he was on the other ways being suspicious. I wonder what. But here it was. At the end of the day, it was just him sitting down with me and saying, Mom, I am not one that is openly affectionate, but I just want you to know that I love you. And I just wanted to take this moment to just pour on you. I just showed you the flowers that he got me, right? I'm going to go here to this video. Sorry about the noise. I forgot to reduce the noise. So you're going to have the restaurant, all that kind of sound. Right? And I'm big on shrimp and grits, and it was great. All right, it was great. And all right. I didn't ask him that I wanted to show his picture at that time, so I didn't show his picture. Just showing my food. I was having a good time, and we were just. Look up. All right, just looking at that is bringing joy to me. And so as we get out of the car, he brings the flowers to me. And I'm like, I wasn't expecting. He was shuffling the bag. I didn't know what was going on. He had flowers he brought to me. And I didn't have this on. I was having something else on, but he had on tropical colors. So I said, hold on a minute, let me change my clothes because, I got to match your vibe. He even said, Mom, you want to wear the shirt to what I have on? I said, no, it's going to be too big and it's not going to look right. So I went ahead and changed, and I ended up wearing this floral ensemble. All right, it's a floral ensemble. Ooh, 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 ooh. And I was happy. And we sat down and we talked. We talked about things that I expected for him. He told me things that he wanted to do. But the whole matter of this moment of affirmation is for us to love without suspicion. Can we do that? I know we have to master it. You've gone through a lot. But we have to love unleash, breaking free from suspicion and embracing just authentic affection. I'm a very affectionate person. When I show you affection, I'm showing you affection for real. When I tell you I love you, trust me. If I don't, I wouldn't say it. All right. If I say I've got your back, that's who I am as a person. If I say you got me as your supporter, trust me, you got me as your supporter. And here's the thing about me: things that happen to you doesn't change the person I am with you. Okay. So there are young people that I thought that end up being in prison. They didn't think I would go visit them in prison. I did. Because my ministry is not only in good times and in bad times to show people that I'm there for them. I have people who had left my church and I end up pouring out in love with them, and they have events and I show up and they didn't think I would because things didn't end well. But guess what? Once I said I'm with you, I'm with you. But once you've shown me stuff, okay, I just know what, hey, I'm gonna just keep this person at a distance, and this is just what it's going to be. All right. So I talked to you about being vulnerable and healing, and now I can come on and be on a spotlight, and I'm doing, how long it took me to even want to. I've started so many times to do podcasts and all of that, and I didn't want to do it because I didn't want to be in the spotlight because there's more haters than lovers of me. Right. And I realized I can't let what people think or say about me block me. Still now I'm learning stuff people said about just last night, things they said I said, or people who said that I was in a relationship. I was like, geez, I was in a relationship with the whole world. Like, what's going on here? I am a young girl who came from being raped and molested from the age of 6 years old until I was 9 years old. Even in marriage, all right, sex for me, it was just being beautiful. All right. So I didn't have that promiscuous spirit that I was out there as a teen. You understand me? And I met him, my husband, when I was 13 years old and got married at 18 years old. I was not around the block. I was not in people's cars. I was not in people's homes. People only saw me at church or school. I didn't go to people's house. And even today, I don't go to people's house. If you see me at someone's house, it's because I had to go pray or minister to them. I am a pastor. I am a chaplain. That means I'm not only pastoring people at my church, I'm pastoring people in my community, I'm pastoring people internationally because we have to show love. But we need to unleash love. We need to unleash love. We need to break free from all this suspicion and the stuff that people are saying. Because what I realize is if I entertain what people are saying, it will stop me from pouring love on the people that I'm pouring love onto. And those who need me to help them and hold their hand, I wouldn't want to. Yes, I've been burned, but I realize I still have a ministry to do. I'm Haitian. I'm in the Haitian community. I see it all the time. Minister Janti just posted something on how a pastor treated him. I've seen it. I've had to be at the defense of many young people because guess what? We all don't look, sound, shape, nothing the same. It is time to unleash love. Break free from suspicion. Oh, but I suspect her because so and so said it. So and so said it. Talk about things that you have facts on. And if somebody had said it and they told it to you in confidence, or it came to light, because there are things that are expressed that even come to light, and people are still adding on because the person said, well, she told me. All right? She told me. Like mother, like daughter. This is a stigma that was on me from I was a little girl growing up from my mom. That was things that I was told even in my own relationship, and it wasn't that way. And I don't like when people box people in just because you heard something. So these are the type of suspicions. Once someone says to me that they want to show love or affection, I'm suspect. I'm suspect because there's never been good that was said. It was negative. So even my own son, y'all, want to come to me and pour affection on me, and I'm suspicious as to, I wonder what they said to him regarding me. Maybe it's something that he has to tell me that was burning up in his heart, because many times they've said things to me and I'm like, I'm clueless. So I'm thinking of all these things, and I'm not letting him love. All he wanted to do was authentically embrace me and love me. The love that I've always poured and shared. He's a giant. He's 6'5". And I hug him genuinely even to this day. When we walked into the restaurant and the gentleman said, what was the occasion? I said, my son brought me out to treat me to brunch. He was like, oh my God, we need more of this in our community. Then the next person, he saw us at the table. The other young man, I saw them talk, and he came over and introduced. He wasn't even our waiter for our table, but he walked over to talk and said, how y'all doing? I smiled at him. He's probably someone that some of you would shun because, he's not moving in the identity that God created him to be. I don't need to go into more levels of that. But I smiled in love because he is somebody's child. He's somebody's child. And he is ministry. So when he came over, I could have been suspicious, like, what you coming over here for? Don't bring yourself over here. No. Instead, I choose authentic affection. And he smiled. And he says, so how y'all doing today? I said, we're well. He said, what brought you here today? I said, my son brought me out to treat. And I could see he got emotional. And he says, we need more of this. So, son, DJ, that I have lovingly named you, I love you. And I'm saying it here on social media. I love you. I will always love you. I will always be your mom until I breathe my last breath. And even after, I will remain your mother, because we are spiritual beings. Our children do us things to make us be suspicious, or we wish they made our hearts happy all the time. You don't even make God happy all the time. But you don't treat people with the same kindness that you would want people to treat you. That's why Jesus said, do unto others as you will have them do unto you. So all he wanted to do was show affection. Say, Mom, I'm not a very affectionate person. And I just wanted to do this because there were little moments that came out when I talked to him. He had a surgery. I spoke to him. I said, I'm your mom. I'm at home. You don't tell me about it. I found out later. That day you already all had it all planned. I felt left out. You're home. It's not that you're on your own. You're home. I'm here. I've done it for strangers. I've showed up for strangers at hospitals. I've showed up for strangers at funerals, wherever people needed me. I showed up because they needed my support. So of course, what do you think about my children or the people or friends that are in their life? I want to pour love onto them. But when you pretend to be something that you're not, and you're faking, my spirit don't deal with that. Be who you are. If you're a thief, you're a thief. You love to curse, be that. I could deal with you on that level instead of pretending to be something you're not. So these are where the suspicions come in. Suspicions are constant. These suspicions come in and they are detrimental to us, and as a result we cannot authentically embrace love and affection. So today unleash love. I know I said a lot. I said a lot because I said this is just a moment of affirmation. All right. This is a moment to talk. It was also a moment for me to release my heart in that area because I didn't realize I was still struggling with distrust in certain things to the point that I'm suspicious of him. All right. Can you embrace that today? Please. Let us embrace love and affection. Unleash love. Go out there and unleash love. Pay attention to your family. Listen to what they're saying. You might be a pastor. You have mentees under you. Hear people out. Hear people out. People are crying. Souls are crying. People need help. Let's unleash love. I know the world is full of hate. We can't trust people. They don't have to be in your house. They don't have to be in your car. But you can pour love on somebody. Make somebody's day great. Like my son did for me today. Like my son did for me today. Now, I'm standing here and I'm still wondering, like, I got to dry up this water that fell on this floor. But I had to come on here. Where did I do with that flower? Come on here and show you the beautiful flowers he brought. All right. Some people's gonna say the devil angry, and that's why the vase fell on the floor. That's what the vase fell on the floor. The water came out, and the vase did not break. But I put it on a chair. It was leaning. It wasn't flat. Eventually, it was gonna happen because I wasn't paying attention to it. Come on, come on, come on. Let's just love. Let's embrace people who are in our life. Treat our family with kindness. Let bygones be bygones. We've been hurt. We've been singing that song that violin been playing. The woe is me been going on too long. Unleash love today. God bless you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I say this with all sincerity. I love you. I love you. I care about your life. I care about your soul. That's why I'm pushing and doing what I'm doing. If you watch it, you share it with somebody. I just want to pour love. So today, unleash love. Embrace it without suspicion. And if somebody has bad intentions towards you, God will take care of them because God don't like ugly. He has handled many situations for me, even behind the scenes. And many people still owe me apology today. Because me, I've always quick to apologize. You present something to me, I'm quick to say I was wrong. I'm quick to say it was my fault. So don't crucify me for being real. Don't crucify me for telling the truth. That's my truth. And I'm happy. Don't you see it? Don't you see me glowing every day? Don't you see me moving every day? Because I realize I cannot hold on to negativity. I'm releasing and unleashing love. And wherever people want it, I'm pouring it. And even if you don't want it, if the Holy Spirit say pour it, I'm pouring it. I'm going to pour it. I'm going to love you to death. Because he loved us unto death. That don't mean you got to be in my house, though. Hello, somebody. Because I want the best for you. Like God says, I know the plans I have for you. These are to prosper you, to bring you good health, joy. He's not testing you to destroy your life. When Job was tested, it wasn't God testing Job. It was devil testing Job to see how far he can go if he would go against God. God is always here to be loving, like he did to Zacchaeus when he was in the tree. Come down. I want to go at your house today. And he went to his house. That's the message my husband preached on Sunday. He came down the sycamore tree and Jesus went into his house and his household accepted Christ and he blessed everyone that he has ever taken something back from. That's the message. I'm loving you today. I love you with the love of God, unleashing the love, embracing authentic affection. Mwah. God bless. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.